Hi, welcome back to My Mom Life. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jordan, and today I'm showing you how to make strawberry jam in the pressure cooker. If you want to see how to make this recipe, then just keep watching. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. Okay, today I am sharing with you a super simple recipe for strawberry jam using your pressure cooker. I am using my Ninja Foodi pressure cooker, but you could do this in any pressure cooker really. So I will go ahead and show you what you'll need to make this, and we'll get started. It's super easy and very few ingredients. Okay, we're kind of in the corner of my kitchen here, so sorry we're kind of crammed over here, but that's how I'm filming today. We've got 2 pounds of strawberries here that I have cut in half, taken the stems off and cut in half. Some of them are cut into fourths, just depending on how, big your strawberries are, but that's about the size you want. I have 1 cup of sugar. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and then later on we will need some cornstarch and water. Okay, the first thing that we are going to do is add our strawberries into the pot. And then we are going to add in 1 cup of sugar. And I'm just gonna eyeball 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You could use fresh lemon juice. This is just super easy. So that's about 2 tablespoons. And I'm just going to give it a good stir, and then we're gonna let this sit for at least 10 minutes. The longer this sits, the more moisture is going to be drawn out of the strawberries, and that is what we want, because that is what we are going to be using, the liquid from the strawberries, to pressure cook, because you don't want to pressure cook without any liquid in there. So we're going to let these sit for 10 to 30 minutes, anywhere in between there, and then we will go ahead and cook it up. Okay, I just set this lid on there to keep them covered while they were resting. So these have been sitting for about 20 minutes. I got distracted, so that is perfectly fine. You can see all of the liquid that has come out of the strawberries. That is exactly what we want. So I am going to put our pressure cooker lid on. And you want to make sure that your valve is on seal when you are pressure cooking. So I have my valve on seal, and we are going to cook these on high pressure for just 1 minute. So it's going to take a little bit of time for the pressure to build up. It will cook for 1 minute, and then we will let it sit for 15 minutes and naturally release pressure. So that means we won't touch it. We won't let any of the pressure out for 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and release the rest of the pressure. Okay, it has been naturally releasing pressure for about 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and use my spoon and turn the valve over to vent. And all of the pressure is out. So I'm going to open it up. This is what our strawberries look like after cooking for 1 minute and sitting for 15 minutes. So now what we're going to do is add in a slurry, which is cornstarch and water. This is 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and 3 tablespoons of water mixed together just until the cornstarch dissolves. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to our strawberries. And then you want to turn your saute function on high, and we will let this boil for a few minutes until it is nice and thick. And then we will let it cool off completely, and then it's all done. One thing that I am going to do is kind of mash up the strawberries that are left whole a little bit, just so that it's not so chunky. You can use a wooden spoon and just push it against the side of the pot like this and just break up those strawberries. Or I have one of those, it's like a ground beef masher. You could use that. You can also use an emulsion blender if you have one of those, just depending on how chunky you want it, I guess you could say. Some jams have a lot of chunks of fruit, and then some don't have as many. So I'm just going to kind of press them against the side of the pot until it is how I want it. This would be a really good topping for some vanilla ice cream. You could use this in several different ways, or you could store it in a airtight container in your fridge and use it as jam. You can store it for up to 3 weeks in your fridge. So hopefully you can see that the strawberries are starting to break up a little bit more. It is a lot thicker than it was when we first opened our lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the saute function off because it is where I want it to be, and then we will transfer it into a different container and let it cool completely before storing in the fridge. Here is our finished strawberry jam. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
Everyone who's around me, I've been putting on my fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go